Okay, we have to talk about something for us men. Have you noticed how insane it's getting, all these thirst traps and OnlyFans advertisements? More the fact how normal that's become, right? How normal it is to watch porn. How normal is it really to watch other people have sex? How normal is it to open your Instagram and the first 5 things you see is ass? And some girl is shaking it to advertise her OnlyFans. I have absolutely no judgment to these women, but I'm talking about our side here. The ownership and responsibility that comes with this current climate that we're in. Why? Because we have a fucking lizard brain that we haven't gotten rid of yet. It's in there and it cares about survival, resources and procreation. And this last one is getting stimulated everywhere we look. And with everywhere I mean mostly your phone. I think we underestimate that if we find this normal and we make this a part of our daily routine, to overstimulate this lizard brain and to dangle in front of it some carrot that represents female beauty, which captivates us, I think we underestimate how much that distracts us from building something, if we want that, from serving this planet, if we want that, from developing ourselves, if we want that. And I'm making this video because I know that you care about those things. Otherwise you wouldn't be a part of this channel. So rather than looking at porn and social media and all these things that are dangled in front of you as some kind of opponent to fight, let's see it as a huge opportunity. Because if something is normal, then you can strip yourself from that and go into a new avenue. Because what will happen if you do decide to detach from all these incredible free dopamine hits, then this primal focus of procreation is calmed down. The energy that we exert into that direction, which unfortunately ends at our phone, it's not even actually procreating, is going to our phone, it's going through our likes, through our follows, through our eyes, and we're not getting anything back for it other than massive distraction. Because we are still men and we have biological tendencies, if we lower that focus, then our focus on these other two, survival and resources, will become bigger. And I know this stuff sounds all very alpha, bro-like, but it would be stupid for us to neglect our biological nature. We care about these things. And in practical terms, this doesn't mean that we're going to look for berries and deers to hunt. It means that you're going to spend more time working on your business. It means that you're going to spend more time learning it, in the gym, developing yourself. This is just what happens when we stop distracting ourselves. In 2 minutes, I will give you the checklist that I've been following for years now, that has kept me separated from all this. And what I've noticed is that you just see yourself differently, man. I think that you truly make a shift to that next version of yourself as a man when you become in control of that muscle that constantly wants to look for this female beauty and wants to be fixated on it. Once you become the man who controls that muscle, you really start to develop a very positive self-image, I think. Because I just don't think that we should be dishing out likes and follows and subscriptions while the woman on the other side also feels empty. It's just one empty game that you're playing a part of, and once you detach from it by applying this checklist, I think that if you want to build something on this planet, if you want to serve this world, then this is such a massive opportunity for you. So here's the checklist. Step 1, the thirst traps and OnlyFans advertisements, basically all the short content. This is going to come your way. The best way to challenge this first point is to quit watching short content altogether. If you want to continue watching short content, then you can flag every video that you don't want to see on your timeline, train the algorithm that this is not something you like to see. This way you will still see some of it, but it will just be up to your own discipline to scroll on and not look at it. The second point, and this is by far the biggest one and thus the biggest gain for you to realize, is porn and masturbation. This is the biggest leak, man. We made it so normal to look at videos of other people having sex and to masturbate to it on the daily. This is by far the biggest leak because you're also physically removing yourself of that potent energy. The answer to the second point is to start semen retention. I advise you watch any of my other videos on semen retention if you're interested about it. What I'll say here is try it out for a week or two if you never tried it before, and see how your base level of energy increases. See how easily you look people in the eye. See how easy it becomes to express yourself. How your perception of resistance improves. Especially if you have any judgment about semen retention or nofap, or you think it's a scam. That's totally fine, but research it for yourself. Rather than being biased and just sticking to some kind of judgment, I think especially when there is some judgment and you're kind of rejecting the idea, then that's exactly what you should be trying. And as someone with a lot of experience with semen retention, I can tell you that it's worth it. If you want to continue masturbating because in fact you are a free man and you should do whatever you want to do, then don't do it with porn, man. Then at least complete the checklist of desexualizing your brain, because porn is definitely the biggest leak in this whole conversation, which is confirmed by science, as it delivers the highest dopamine spike that we can freely take. And to me, that says a lot. The last one is following, subscribing, liking, basically interacting with the women that are posting these pictures, posting these reels, and so on. There's no reason for you as a man to follow a woman that you don't know, who is simply distracting you with her beauty. Whether you are in a relationship, whether you are single, I don't care. There is never merit to follow, subscribe, or like. Your follow means you want to see more. And the whole point is not seeing more. Your like takes it even a step further, which is crossing the boundary where you're just freely giving your attention with some kind of illusionary hope that this will be seen by her or whatever. Whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship, there's no point to it, and the whole idea for you is to let Instagram know that you don't want to see more of that. So don't follow, don't like, and if you're subscribed to some kind of premium service or OnlyFans, then obviously I think you know what you should do there. If you follow this checklist, you pretty much desexualize yourself completely. Then you simply have no idea how this is gonna affect the way you see yourself. If you keep all this energy to yourself, if you no longer look at these pictures and videos with these wandering, fixating eyes, you will catch this inherent sense of value that was already within you. And it's just an amazing feeling, man. I wish that for you. And since it's getting pretty out of hand with the short content and whatnot,
it's not looking good, bruv.
This is really the time to see this as a major opportunity to grow as a man. If you disagree with something, please let me know in the comments. If you do agree with something, please let me know in the comments. I'm most curious to your masculine journey. Godspeed, you got this.